So this is your permission slip for you to be you. Congratulations. Be yourself now. This is your permission slip for you to be exactly as you are, exactly as you intend to be, and exactly as you choose. Because what's going to happen is you're going to find, as you express yourself fully in every given moment, there will come people into your experience that might not enjoy that expression. And that's okay too. It's okay for you to forgive yourself and free yourself of any expectation that you find an obligation to be something for somebody else. That's okay. It's okay for you to feel a sense of needing to prove yourself to someone else, of needing to fit in to society, to expectations, to what your parents want for you. It's okay for you to feel an obligation to be something for someone. But you can free yourself of that now. And this is your permission slip for you to be you. And this was inspired because I'm just reflecting on where I'm at right now. A lot of beautiful things happening, and observing something incredible that's happening with my wife and her social media, just her expression. So funny watching and then getting to witness, and then this is going to come out from that experience. So my wife has a page all about natural alternatives called Natural Choice. And she did a post about shampooing her hair using natural products, and it's gone viral. It's got like almost 1.7, I think it does now, 1.7 million views. And it's funny, like, what happens as a result of that. What I can perceive, it's as you share, as you're an artist and you share your expression to the world, you don't know what's going to happen, right? And as it takes off, you're opening yourself up for the whole world to experience it, right? And as it stands, the whole world is the positive and the negative, right? It has both aspects. And as you put your art out there, you open yourself up for the NPCs too. An NPC is a non-player character. It's somebody who sits in the armchair. Maybe they drink sodas and they eat donuts and they observe the artist and they comment. They're an armchair commentator on people expressing themselves, and they say like, "Oh, I wouldn't do that. Oh, you're wasting your time there," or "Who do you think you are?" Even, "You're a piece of shit," or "That's disgusting," whatever it is. It's someone who's a non-player character commenting on the players of this world, the artists, the ones that express themselves. So know that as you express your true self, you are going to open yourself up to the entirety of this physical experience, which involves non-player characters. And that's okay too. They're actually welcome. It's just for us to observe when the NPC comes in, how does that make us feel, right? Because in life, as you express yourself, there are going to be people that resonate with you, and there are going to be people that don't, that actually despise your expression, because it's like holding a mirror up in front of them and it's showing them what they are not, or it's showing them where they're at and they can't handle that reflection, and so they express what's happening inside of them. And if you'd imagine an orange, when you squeeze an orange juice comes out. When you squeeze an NPC, what comes out? a lot of hate, a lot of negativity, if you would. But isn't it beautiful? We live in a world where we have polarity. As you express love, there is also the flip side of that. There is hate in this world. As there is light, there is darkness. And I feel because of that contrast, it just allows the love and the light and the truth to be experienced within the human experience. That's the blessing that we have being a human being. And so just witnessing that with my wife and her creating something that's really beautiful, like natural hair care alternatives, and then seeing the NPCs come out of the woodworks, being disgusted just by the sound of her squeaking her hair while she's washing her hair. It's really funny to see. But I want to share like the dark side of it as well, of like you could lose yourself in the comments of other people. And this message is for you to know that this is your permission slip to be your full self, your full authentic self. And that can happen where other people can comment and give hate. And just know that it's not a reflection of you. It's actually like, it's a sign that you're doing something meaningful if you have an impact where it's very polarizing, where some people love it, some people are being disgusted or they hate it. It's a sign that you're doing something different. And I think that's something to really admire about art, about expression, about creativity. If you're doing something where people love it and hate it, you're actually doing something. If you're doing something that just goes with the flow of society, then you're pretty much just doing what everyone else does and you're a sheep and you're wearing Ray-Bans, right? So as you express your full self, and however that is experienced by the other, it's just cool to come back to yourself. So this is for me, like of just witnessing what comes up inside of me. It's really cool. I had a conversation last night with my best mate, the Big Eagle. Had an eagle chat with him. We had a gym session, me and Bushy and Big Eags, and then I was driving home and I called Big Eagle, and I was talking about this, about Janina's reel is popping off. It's gone viral. It's probably going to be 2 million views by the time I post this podcast, maybe even more. And just like the reaction, like the NPCs coming out, being triggered. And Big Eggs reminded me of like when we released our first film clip, The Pimp, on Facebook. It went viral. It got 1 million views in a week. And it took off in India. It was really cool. The Indians were sharing it. They were loving it, getting around it. So that was really cool. And there's a lot of love and sharing, but there was one comment that Eagle highlighted to me, and that was this person said to Eagle, wrote in the comments like, "This guy's got no chest," talking about the Big Eags, and that actually really hit him because he's working on his chest. He's got a big chest right now, but just going into that person who said that's profile, and you can see maybe 30 followers, is like a scrawny little boy. It still has an impact in your mind, in your thoughts. Like that actually, Big Eagle brought that to his awareness. Like, yeah, that actually triggered him. And you wonder why that is. You could have thousands and thousands of comments of love and sharing and like, "Oh, thank you so much for your message. That's so funny," or whatever it is. But you can have one comment of hate, but then that sticks in your mind, and it can become like a mind virus. And it can send you on a spiral of negative thoughts, like this trajectory of like, what the fuck am I doing? Or I shouldn't even share my stuff to the world, or like I'm a failure, or wherever it takes you. But that's not you. Just know that that isn't you when that does happen, because it's going to happen. We're human beings. And it's probably because of conditioning. It's probably in our DNA when you think about when we grew up in like tribes. And if you're in this group of 40 or 50 people or whatever living in a tribe, and then all of a sudden you're put in front of everyone else, and you actually have to speak in front of everyone else, and that feeling of like you're in the spotlight, and then you're ostracized and you're cast out of the group. You have to survive in the jungle by yourself, and good chance you're going to die with those big tigers and stuff going to get you. So it could have a little bit to do with that, and it also could have a little bit to do with the fact that you're a human being, and all we want is love. All we want is to be accepted. All we want is to be seen. And when someone casts a negative light in front of you, when they're looking at you in a negative way, it's very easy for us to take that personally. Especially as an artist, especially as someone who's just like expressing their full self, or like of opening their heart and expressing what they're going through and stuff like this. The emotional ones, it can definitely trigger this feeling of, oh fuck, like I'm not enough, I'm not worthiness, or just this bullshit. But so then when that comes up, it is my responsibility to observe that, because I am in charge of how I feel. And some people are going to be NPCs. You know, some people are going to throw hate at you as you fully express yourself. But there is another side of this, where as you fully express yourself, your true self, you're going to find that people are going to resonate with you. And you're going to find that you're going to be like a magnet, and you're going to draw in from all ends of the world these beautiful souls that are in resonance with your very vibration of being. And isn't that something to live life for? Isn't that something to let you know that, fuck, this is a beautiful life that we live? Because there are people out there that resonate like me. And as I share my message, they'll find you, you know? The real ones will find you. And this, coming back to this law of polarity, it's beautiful we have the NPCs because they remind us of the fucking real ones that are here with us, on our side, on our team, that are supporting us, cheering us on as we be ourselves, as we express ourselves. You're going to find that. And I feel like life deserves to be lived. And we're artists. We're all artists. We're all expressions of the one source. So this is your permission slip. It's going to happen. It's just your job to observe when you feel shit. When these NPCs come out and they throw hate or whatever it is at you, know that it's not a reflection of you. Know that it is literally the orange getting squeezed and orange juice is coming out, and you're holding up a mirror in front of them and they're seeing themselves and they're fucking scared because they're vampires. They're in the dark and you're shining the fucking sun into them. You're shining the fucking sun into them, and they haven't seen it before, and they're scared, and they're going to project hate, and that's okay. They're exactly where they need to be, and they're here to remind you of who you can be when you step into your truth, when you feel that truth within your being and express your true self. That's freedom, my friends. So take this as an open invitation for you to be exactly as you are, as you choose to be, and know that you are loved regardless of anything that comes back. You are enough. You're more than enough. You are fucking incredible. You're a human being. And this life deserves to be lived. This life deserves to be lived. So go live it. This is your permission slip. Let's go.